morning, everybody. First of all, let me apologize that I had to do it midway of the program. So, because we have already several other meetings lined up. So, I'm sorry I have to go, but it was really a wonderful session going on, and I would have loved to be here. Anyway, respected Shri Govardhan Singh Jamwal ji, Chairman, Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust. I'm not sure whether Madam Poonam Jamwal ji is here. So, Professor Shivdev Singh Marhas, Professor Sushma Sharma ji, Professor Lalit Bagotra ji has already left, Professor Archana Kesar, Professor Champa Sharma ji, Dr. Aman, distinguished faculty members of Dogri Department, the dignitaries on the dais, Jamwal Sahab, Mohan Singh ji, and other people who I am not introduced, but I, on behalf of University of Jammu, welcome you all to this function. Indeed, it's a matter of great pleasure and honor for me. Please excuse me, I am speaking in English because I am not very good at Dogri, but I understand every bit of Dogri because I have been here since last. मुझे अब इस यूनिवर्सिटी में कोई 32 साल हो गए हैं, तो एक 32 साल का जो जर्नी है, बहुत बड़ी जर्नी है एक भाषा को समझने के लिए. बोलने में तो अभी थोड़ी दिक्कत है, लेकिन समझ में पूरी रहा हूँ. और मैं ये भी कहना चाहूँगा कि मुझे जो भी कुछ लाइफ में मिला वो इसी धरती से मिला, डुगर देश से ही मिला. तो इसके लिए मैं हमेशा अपनी आखिरी सांस तक आभारी रहूँगा. सो देयरफॉर एक्सक्यूज मी, अब मैं अंग्रेजी में ही बोलूँगा क्योंकि मुझे डर है कि कहीं कुछ गलत शब्द ना निकल पाए, जो कि प्रोनाउंसिएशन में कोई गड़बड़ ना हो. So it gives me immense pleasure to be here this morning and in the company of intellectuals, writers, poets, scholars of Dogri language. And I, at the outset, would like to congratulate and compliment Department of Dogri and Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust for this wonderful initiative in the University of Jammu. Personally, I feel that this kind of initiative had to happen only in University of Jammu because ours is the only department of Dogri in the entire country. So it had to happen, and I am happy that the trustees of the Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust thought it appropriate to associate with the University of Jammu, with the Department of Dogri, to take the journey of promotion of Dogri language forward. And as I said, this had to happen, and it had to happen only in the University of Jammu, because if it would not have happened here, it would not have happened anywhere else, being the only department in the entire country. And I hope that our distinguished faculty of Dogri department, when they came to meet me on the very first day, I would say, when I took over as Vice Chancellor of the University, I promised them that in my tenure you will see that there will be a lot of impetus, there will be a lot of focus on the Dogri department, because I want that University of Jammu should be known for the Dogri department and for the Dogri language. And I think that it is also our duty, not only it's an academic duty, but also a social responsibility, that we have to promote Dogri language, because this is our own language, this is our mother tongue, so we have to promote it. Now I feel that in today's world, when we are faced with challenges of technology, I was very happy to see the website of Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust, and I saw that they are doing many things which are in tune with the latest technology. You have developed an app, for example, which I found on the website, So it's a very, very big initiative and very good initiative, because these all younger people who are sitting here in majority, perhaps they will understand that language much better than the traditional route of reading the books and journals. Of course, that has to be done. We should not leave studying the books and literature about Dogri. But at the same time, you need a technology touch, and that's what I was impressed that they have already taken this initiative of developing an app, which I compliment you for taking this very good initiative. Now, in my opinion, culture is a defining feature of our identity, contributing to how we see ourselves and the groups with which we identify. Culture may be broadly defined as the sum total of ways of living built up by a group of human beings, which is transmitted from one generation to another. The observable aspects of culture, such as food, clothing, celebration, religion and language, are only part of a person's cultural heritage. The shared values, customs and histories characteristic of culture shape the way a person thinks, behaves and views the world. Now, language, in my opinion, is an intrinsic expression of culture. As a means of communicating values, beliefs and customs, it has an important social function and fosters feelings of group identity and solidarity. It is the means by which culture and its traditions and shared values may be conveyed and preserved. Interestingly, Article 5 of UNESCO's Universal Declaration of Cultural Diversity states, and I quote, "All persons should therefore be able to express themselves and to create, disseminate their work in the language of their choice, and particularly in their mother tongue." We often use the term, "it is in my DNA." And do you know, we as scientists always feel that whatever we do, whatever we are, is because of our DNA, is because of our genes. But you will be surprised to know that many of these things, or in other words, DNA of life, is our language. It is the language which actually tells us how we should be behaving, how whatever activities you are doing in your day-to-day life, if you really think for a second, this has been transmitted generation after generation through, most of the times, through unwritten words. Mother talks to you in your language and you pick up certain things, you pick up the customs, you pick up the values, you pick up the traditions which your family, your forefathers, your ancestors have been following. And that is how generation after generation, what we are today, the way we are behaving, the way we are socializing, everything comes through language, and language is actually the DNA. It is these genes which are transferred to us every time. So therefore, we say that DNA controls everything in us. However, if we compare language with DNA, I thought, let me do it because I am a scientist by profession. So I thought, why not compare DNA with language? And I found that what I call a gene is actually something already inscribed in the language. So what a beautiful comparison. Language holds the intricate memory and information for thousands of years of a culture. Do you know DNA? DNA is just the information which is transmitted from parents to offsprings. And that information is how you will look like. Most of the times, you look like your parents, you look like your grandfather, you look like your great-grandfather. But actually, if you compare it, language also holds intricate memory and information for thousands of years of a culture. So the essence of who the people are is only passed down through the generations, much like a blueprint for how a people are to live. It is the worldview, the way one speaks, associates with one's neighbors, treats the animals, raises a family, pays attention to the environment, disciplines their children, creates medicinal cures for diseases, arts and crafts, learns their spirituality, humor and traditions are only some of the examples as of what is hidden within a language. So when you are passing or when you are learning a language from your forefathers, from your father, from your mother, you are actually being passed a rich plethora of culture, and it is all ingrained in that language. So I think all of us must understand how important our language is. Language is an important part of our lives. It's a unique gift to human beings which lets us communicate and differentiates us from our ancestors. Do you know who are our ancestors? Our ancestors are apes. And my science tells me that apes and human beings are 98% similar. There's hardly a difference of 2% between an ape and a human being genetically, if we see in terms of genes. And do you know, a very important component of that 2% difference is our language. That's why we are human beings. Now, language is not only, it's more than just, it's much more than a means of communication. It's also an inseparable part of our culture. Noam Chomsky, one of the most well-known linguists of the world, argues that all languages are dialects of one language, which is the human language. See the concept. There's only one language in this world, and that is human language. All other languages are just the dialects of that language. He says that even though they appear very different, they are in fact very similar. Nevertheless, different cultures have a predominant fashion in which they use their language, and they have differences which cannot be undermined. In the recent years, there have been tremendous developments in the Dogri language. Many writers have left indelible imprints on the Dogri literature and brought Dogri language to the limelight, many of whom are sitting in the audience here, and I am really very, very happy that we have them here. The future of the language is very bright, with a number of enthusiastic writers occupied with work by creating rich content in the form of songs, proverbs, riddles and content. However, what we earnestly need to do is to promote mother tongue by speaking and encouraging your children to speak it. I am sure that organizations like Kuwar Viyogi Trust, because I could see the passion with which Mr. Jamwal was speaking here, I could see that silent tears in his eyes from here itself, when he said that with what passion he is trying to promote this language. So I really feel that people like him and maybe all of us together should really continue to encourage young minds to take up extensive research in Dogri. I encourage all the students, scholars of Dogri department to be forthcoming in doing research on Dogri, add to the literature, add to the knowledge, and build up this language and enrich the language with various activities which are being performed by the trust. I once again wish to thank the organizers for inviting me here, and I'm sure that the deliberations after I leave will lead us, give us direction as to how we should move forward in promotion of language, enriching this language further. I'm sorry I couldn't hear his lecture on his paper on this topic, but I hope that it will be highly, highly productive and fruitful. I once again thank you all for inviting me and wish all the great success to Kuwar Viyogi Trust in future endeavors. I am sure on behalf of the university I would like to say that wherever you feel that you need our help or you want to associate with us, we'll be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much.
We have one more certificate of merit left. Mr. Deep Kumar, I request Manoj sir, Govardhan sir, Professor Sushma ma'am to do the honor.